And we are just starting up our series. So, you know what? Since I didn't get a response, Ultraling. Let's see if I can find some information out here. Ooh, I rolled the dice and I rolled wrong. Okay, so spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Lightshade LE. I thought he was Peruvian, but I just checked. He is Chilean, not Peruvian, so I do apologize. I will fix that for the next game. We have the Green Zerg representing Team Lethal Perfect. It is Ultraling. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player. He is red, representing the CranKy Ducklings, the best player, the best Zerg player in all of Latino America. It is Erik. Oh. Okay, so this is honestly the first time that we're casting Ultraling, and I love this. I do apologize, I actually missed the pool timing. This was a pool first. I think this was a 12 pool. Okay, someone was lagging a little bit there. But I think this was a 12 pool opening. I could be wrong. But someone was lagging a little bit. We don't quite know who it was. Just quickly checking my ping. My ping is fine for where we are. We are on the Brazilian server. So hopefully things do work out here. So with this early pool, 6 things are being made. They're zooming across the map. We do have a gas follow behind this, as well as a queen. Very tempted to just check the stream to see what the timing on this pool. Was it a 14 pool? It wasn't a 16 pool. I know that much. But the links are zooming across the map, and they will be spotted by the overlord of Erik. So now Erik, he fully knows he should be getting ready to respond with his own lings or his own drones. Lings are on the way. Only 4 lings though, so yeah, he may have to pull some workers here. As it's not just 6, but 8 lings are coming out here from Ultraling. And we have a spine as a response. I mean, it is gonna cause some, like, he has some SimCity to work with, but again, oh my god, he's actually buying a lot of time with this. Oh my god. Oh my god. The micro. So Erik, like, he is defending relatively well. He bought enough time. Here we go. The queen pops out. With the help of this queen and the lings, Erik should be fine. Ooh, god. The queen almost got surrounded. Very risky play here from Erik, but honestly it paid off. Is he gonna let it finish? And he does let the spine finish. Oh, interesting. Honestly, I think this is a bit of a mistake, but what this tells me is that Erik is delaying his Bailey nest. He wants to rely on his lings, queens, and spines to defend. He wants to be a little bit greedy. And we see why. He is going straight to ultras. Meanwhile, Ultraling, he is doing anything but. He's making nothing but lings. Oh, he tries to hide the lings, but they do get found out. So Erik, he should have seen that swell of lings, and he needs to prepare at home. He's doing Erik things. We've seen him do this plenty of times. We have Burrow on the way. Like, this is great and all. Is he gonna survive? There we go. We see a full wall off. Is this going to be enough though? We have 1 spine and 1 queen behind this. Mate, we need another queen, I feel. I don't know. The lings are here. Thankfully, there's not too many, and yo, link speed is so late. I feel I could be wrong, but I feel like link speed was delayed a little bit for the Bailey nest instead. I mean, thankfully Ultraling, like, he's not all in. The Bailings remain defensively at home, question mark. He's droning up, he's getting a 3rd base. But roaches are on the way, and Erik got away with his greed. He got away with skipping out on the early lings and banes. Oh my god, the lings, they kind of slip in, but not really. They do get pushed away, and this roach count, it's getting dangerously high. There we go, roaches are going across the map. We do have a massive swell of lings as a response, and this is okay. There we go, Ultraling, he's working on some spines at home as well. But I don't think this is going to be enough. Here we go. The roaches are here, especially because what's important, these roaches have burrow. Oh my god, one of the bailies almost gets picked off. As soon as any one of these roaches get low, then they can just be borrowed and regen their health. And there we go, the roaches are finally here. He actually dives immediately on top of the queen, and one queen will go down. We have a decent surround, but we have even better like movements here from Erik as he does put his back up against the wall. More lings are falling. And this is what I was afraid of. With the roaches, they just burrow. They do not die. The boys are being pulled, the spine is being repositioned, but the queen falls, and now all the lings are gone. If Erik wanted to, he could fight these spines. Instead, he avoids the spines and goes straight to the main base. And I like this move from Ultraling. He's like, oh, my main base is so exposed, I'm just going to evacuate it. I'm going to go to the safety of my 4 spines. So this makes a lot of sense. I didn't even realize this. Ultraling, his 3rd base was cancelled. He did not finish it. So now he's on 1 base. And the lair is going to go down. Meanwhile, Ultraling, he knows he has to do something with his link, so he sends them across the map. He can actually force a denial on this 3rd base, so that is a small win. But what can he do other than that? He could try and slip into the main base. I feel like that's a little bit more important. But he will at least cancel this 3rd. At the same time, lair goes down. Bailing Nest will go down. And the lings do slip into the main, but there aren't that many of them. Ooh, maybe they can get us around on the queen. They try to focus it down, but the roaches come out just in time. All of these lings will be cleaned up. Now, Ultraling, he's stuck on 1 base. He does retake his 3rd, and he does reposition his spines. Like, this is a very good defensive position. He's even pumping out roaches. So Erik, he's gonna have a hard time. Problem is that he can just push from 2 places at once. He can push with his roaches in the main and his roaches here on the low ground as well, as they are rallying across the map. I do think that Ultraling has put himself in the best position possible though. Like, this is honestly pretty good, other than the fact that he's stuck on 1 base. There we go. 3rd base is going to be denied. Ultraling, don't respond. This is not the move, mate. Oh god, he leaves the safety of his spines. The base gets cancelled anyway. Oh boy. And now he is being contained. He's going to try and expand towards the south. Oh, I don't know about this, mates. He's repositioning his own spines. Roaches are reinforcing across the map. And Ultraling, he's stuck in between a roach and a roach, and he has his own roaches, but I don't think it's gonna be enough, mate. Here we go, Erik, he's coming in. Erik has the upgrade advantage. He has +1 range. Going for the full concave. He's pushing on forward. At the same time, he's not pushing in with his own roaches in the main base. Interesting choice. I mean, I guess he doesn't need to. The spine will go down. I just realized there are no queens. There's only 1 queen at the natural. And the roaches of Erik are just pushing on forward. He doesn't even need his entire army. GG. Erik takes game 1. Congratulations, Erik. He does take the first game in this series, and I will say that Ultraling, he had a very interesting style. I do appreciate that he did something different. I feel like that's what you need to do when you're up against a pro player, but at the end of the day, what he had didn't quite work out. I was expecting a Ling Flood and like a bigger commitment to the Ling Bane. I was surprised that like he just stopped and he started joining up instead. I was like, oh my god, like Erik was a little bit vulnerable in the beginning of the game, being a little bit greedy. But Ultraling, he didn't go for the kill, or he didn't try to go for the kill. Instead, he tried to macro up, he tried to take a 3rd base. And doing that against a player like Erik, it is very difficult. But you could argue that, you know what, he wanted that experience. Ultraling, he's a pretty good player. I'm just quickly checking. Yep, he is Masters 1. So, you know, he is around the level of someone like Arez, for example, which is pretty impressive to me, especially because I haven't seen Ultraling before. I'm curious if he's like a player who... Did he like rebrand himself or something? Like, again, I just haven't seen too much of him. But he's here. He's here to make a name for himself. Meanwhile, see a lot of support here for the Brazilian player Erik, of course. Crasian, aloha, welcome to the stream. Good morning. And here we go. We are loading into game number 2 and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide ALE. With the correct flag this time, we have the Chilean Zerg representing Team Lethal Perfect. It is Ultraling. And in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide ALE, we have the CranKy Duckling himself, the best Zerg player in Latino America. For now, we'll see if Champ can do something in the next DreamHack. We have Erik from Brazil. Oh boy. Again, I don't know if I have to remind anyone, but of course Erik did come second in DreamHack Summer of 2021. A very impressive feat, very impressive. But DreamHack Fall is in less than a month, which is crazy to think about, right? Like, it's the qualifiers are in, I think, 2 weeks, and then less than a week after the qualifiers we have Latin America and the Oceanic group stage, closed qualifiers, and then the group stage. Like, things are approaching very quickly here, and that is why it's so important for all of these players to be in form and be practicing hard now, not at the last minute. So yeah, this is a part of it, you know, playing in these weekly tournaments, testing your mettle against the other top players of the region. Erik, he's been having a bit of a hard time against Terran. Not the Brazilian Terran, I mean Kelazur. If you're familiar with this channel, earlier last week, we casted Kelazur versus Erik twice, actually, in a best of 5 and then a best of 7. And Kelazur came out on top both times. To be fair, there were very close games. There were definitely moments there where Erik could have taken it, but he just fell short a little bit each time. And that's terrifying because Kelazur is going to be someone who he needs to face again and beat again in DreamHack. So Erik needs to work on that matchup a little bit. Same with his ZvZ. His ZvZ is pretty good, as we've seen, but Cham has been practicing hard in Korea, so is Special as well. So, oh boy, can the man of the people do it? To be fair, the man of the people is Jim Rising, but can Erik do it? The man of the ducks, the duck of the people? That is the question. Meanwhile, very interesting opener here. We have a hidden Evo chamber for Ultraling. I imagine this is going to be for +1 melee. That would make the most sense, as he is skipping the Baneling Nest and going straight for that third base. So he's going to have a lot of larva to work with. Ling's speed is about to finish up as well, and I love the idea of going for something like a Ling Flood. Meanwhile, Erik, he's doing exactly what he did in the last game. This time, Ultraling isn't being ultra aggressive. He does go in, he scouts, he sees the hatchery researching, he sees the Roach Warren, so he knows that there's no Ling Bane. And I don't know if I like this. He doesn't go for +1 melee, he goes for +1 carapace. Going for something like +1 carapace, it's like a nice middle of the road upgrade. It affects your Lings and your Roaches, right? It affects both. But at the same time, I don't know if I really like it. Roaches are on the way. He scouted the Roach Warren, by the way. Ultraling, he came in with his Lings and he saw everything that he needed to see. He saw the lack of a third base. He saw the Roach Warren. He knows an attack is coming. There we go. Lings are on the way. Is this going to be enough? I think it should be. There aren't that many Roaches, so we should be able to clean up the first wave. But again, going for carapace like this, I'm not really too fond of it. Here we go. Lings are being backed up. Ultraling does have this third hatchery to work off of. Roaches are flooding across the map. But again, if they're not careful, they will be surrounded. The Lings, they revealed themselves a little bit early though. I don't know if I like that. And the thing is that even if Erik gets surrounded, mate, he can just borrow. And here we go. Lings come in, they get a full surround here, beautifully done by Ultraling. Where is the burrow? 1, up, 2. 3, 4. All of the roaches get borrowed. Did any die? 0 roaches died. And that is what is terrifying here. Lings are not enough to deal with this. Meanwhile, Lings do catch some reinforcements. Oh my god, 0 roaches are dead. Erik, please give him a chance. Give him a chance, mate. Oh my god. There we go. 1 roach dies. 2nd roach dies. Finally, por fin. Lings get across the map, but they're not going to do anything. Meanwhile, the 3rd base goes down. Roaches keep coming in. Show us that borrow, mate. Can he do it? Oh, you know what? Even if he did borrow, it wouldn't work. We finally have detection here, so these Lings are going to clean up these roaches. As the roaches are forced to fight. But Erik, he did damage. He killed the 3rd. And now he's working on the 2nd wave. Meanwhile, Ultraling going straight for the Spire. Makes a lot of sense, right? He skipped the Roach Warren. He skipped the Baleen Nest. He got the +1 Carapace armor upgrade as well. So going into mutas like this does make a lot of sense. Will he survive though? Because he has a lot of Lings, sure. But there's going to be a lot of roaches to work with as well. It's so important that Ultraling is here on the offensive, just keeping Erik at home. He has to buy time for the Spire. He has to buy time for the mutas. And his own gas. I just realized he doesn't have that much gas to work with. Oh boy, here we go. Roaches are moving out, and as soon as the roaches move out, these Lings rush in. And there we go, they're going to be hitting that 3rd base. Erik, he responds though, not too far behind, and he should be able to protect this. But again, what's important is the time that Erik is wasting at home. Ultraling, he just needs a little bit more. Just needs a little bit more. He's making mutas now, but he only has 2. 5 is not enough, mate. Oh god. There we go, throwing down the spines. He knows that he needs them to survive. 6 mutas will not be enough to clean up all of these roaches. The roaches push on forward. And I think this is going to be all she wrote, mate. There's not enough here. The spines get focused out. Mutas come out. But it's a little bit too late. And there are just not enough of them. Roaches push into the natural base. All of the drones go down. The Lings are going to go down. The base will fall as well. And Erik doesn't even waste his time at the natural. He is pushing into the main. He is going for the kill. And sure, the mutas are going to clean everything up eventually, but by the time they do clean everything up, Erik, he's going to be prepared at home. Like, it's just going to take them too long. And there we go, the roaches, they get into the main base. 30 drones go down. And the Spire as well. Oh god, GG gets called. And Erik takes game number 2 and the series. Just waiting to press the button, waiting. GG. Congratulations, Erik. He moves on to the next round to face Trunks. Another player who I am very unfamiliar with.